Welcome to Getting Electric with Ryan and Seth. This is Ryan.
And I'm Seth. And this is Getting Electric with Ryan and Seth. Wow, that might have been the best one yet, truthfully.
I mean, yeah.
So as you can see, we've got a little bit of a live audience joined with us
Yeah!
today. You know, we're happy to have him here, just trying to spice up the cast a little bit.
We brought in some of our biggest fans, so if you
comment below and you could get a front row seat.
You could be there. You could be there.
That could be you.
Yeah. All right.
But we got a fun little podcast in store for you. A little bit of a spontaneous one.
Twist,
if I may. But should we just get right into our guest?
Yeah, I say so.
All right, we're gonna hand it off to producer Austin.
Executive producer.
That's right. He stands 5'9", from Farnhamville, Iowa. He's a history and history education major, religion minor, failed state golf qualifier, big essential oils guy. He's a long-time listener, but a first-time guest of the Getting Electric podcast. Please welcome Elias Field!
Thank you.
Hey, guys, it means a lot.
Wow.
Get in there.
Oh, man.
Can I just say,
Hey, bud.
Electric.
so far, that has been the most electric podcast entrance we've ever had.
Anyway, so getting right into it.
Right into it. I like this.
What's your take on the
Wait,
He's buffering.
on the migration of Americans during the 19th century from east to west, also known as westward expansion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it's funny that you come on here.
Hey,
I'm a
hey, I don't know if they can hear you.
Oh, yeah. So I'm a...
They can definitely hear you.
They can hear me?
You can
Okay.
definitely-
So, as a history major, I feel like the American public school system sets me up to just be an American history teacher, you know? That's not what I do, man.
Interesting.
He goes to UNI.
Yeah, go Cats, baby.
Also,
Hey, go.
not affiliated.
Not sponsored.
Sorry, continue.
Go.
Yeah, so, American history is not, like, really my strong suit. But I would say, like, as far as concerning, westward expansion, it's really difficult subject, right? You got two groups of people. You got the colonists, and you got Native Americans, and some French over here still. They're not leaving because they like furs. French. If they French like one thing,
What kind of furs?
It's surrendering in furs.
What does that even mean?
What kind of
surrendering? Wait, you said they like surrendering and furs.
Yeah, so they like giving up in wars.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And
Surrendering-
specifically beaver pelts.
Surrender
for you.
Oh,
Dude,
what
I
is
thought
that?
Napoleon was
Hey,
like
can I get a
crap.
definition on pelts?
No, you can't. I just know the vocab word. That's what school teaches us to do.
So you don't know what pelts are?
I'm assuming it's like a skin that's been dried. Is that close? Producer Austin.
Hey, we
Just
need
P-E-L-T. Guys, no, a pelt is just like a fur. It's just a fur.
Okay, yeah, sure. So
it's like surrender.
Oh my goodness.
pelt can have a few different meanings depending on the context. It can be a skin or hide, to throw something or to run fast. So.
Wow.
Hey, thank you for
and
pelting
we all
me.
know Elias is crazy. Pelt. He's fast. All right.
Dude, these questions are really pelting me right now, bro. Is that what
He's pelting you with questions.
Oh,
never
I
wanted
throw
to
hard. I run fast.
All right. Continue
Okay, oh
though.
my God.
I'm actually intrigued.
westward expansion.
Real pelter.
Yeah, also
Pelter
called,
skelter.
thank you. Also called Manifest Destiny, if you're wondering. If you've seen the picture online, ladies and gentlemen, look up the Manifest Destiny picture and you'll see like this angel carrying like a book and like going west.
Or don't. We don't really care what you do.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty dope, especially for you who are in New York, right?
Yeah.
We got a pretty big base in New York.
Oh, shout out New York.
yeah,
Shout out to our fans
Shout
in
out,
New York.
shout out New York. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. There we go.
And shout out our fans home.
Hey, and shout out to Hudson in Australia.
Shout out Hudson in Australia. Hey, and Olivia and
Costa Rica.
Hey,
and Ryan's parents.
in Fort Dodge.
Ryan, have you told them?
I'm going back. I'm going back this weekend, and we're gonna let them know. Like,
You haven't told him yet?
I want to be there. I want to be there in person. I want to be there in person.
Hey, that's actually not bad. Okay.
But no, yeah, I have a feeling they're gonna see that, and they're gonna be like, yes, Ryan.
So can I just?
Yeah, no, please.
Are you proud of being from Fort Dodge now that we've kind of brought it up?
Dirty Dodge.
You know, as a longtime listener of the podcast, and some people out there,
Hey, shout out to our fans.
Shout out to our
in
fans.
New York.
Yep. Hashtag not sponsored. So, you know, you were pretty embarrassed to say where you were from. I let Farnaville, Iowa drop real quick. You know, we got like maybe
You never
300
said that.
people.
You just said that.
We're just gonna get like people are gonna show up at our houses.
Oh, yeah, in Farnaville, you got like 2 to choose from, so it's very possible.
Hey, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah,
good luck.
I know.
Hey.
Yeah, just you know, you're right. I should have.
Mhm.
I'm not ashamed. You know what? You're right. I'm not ashamed. I'm not embarrassed to be from Fort Dodge. Call me Fort Dodge. Call me dirty
Fort
Dodger.
Dodge?
Yeah, whatever. I'm
Pelter?
proud. I'm proud of where I'm coming. That's my heritage. Like that's who I am. You know. Yeah, I bleed black and red or maroon or whatever.
And crime.
Yeah, you know, but if you think about it, hey, settle down. No,
They don't call it Little Chicago for nothing, you know?
they don't even call it Little Chicago anymore.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Obviously, the crime.
Don't touch me.
It's unfortunate. But you're gonna get crime literally anywhere, and just like there's bad parts of Fort Dodge, there's also like good parts, and I feel like it's definitely trending in the right direction. We just got a Chick-fil-A like a month ago.
Hey, everybody.
Shout out to Lord's Chicken.
That's
but,
the Lord's Chicken.
But
That is the Lord's Chicken.
not sponsored. Not sponsored. So just,
All right. Anyways, getting back to the point.
back to the.
So we're talking about manifest destiny.
Yeah,
Here.
what do you want to know? You know, I've answered the question. Like, I've been trying to answer the question for the last. I don't gotta watch probably 5 minutes now, and it
Yeah. What
feels.
time are we at, anyway?
Yeah.
Hey,
halfway done with the
can we
podcast?
check the lighting, producer Austin? Is the lighting good this time?
Yeah.
Did you
Lighting's
kind of? Last episode was not
What about can you see the fans? in
not
the
great.
Back?
Yeah. How about the?
Well, they're there.
They're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
all right.
producer Austin.
Yeah, we're good.
Sorry,
You're probably
Matt.
my favorite part of this podcast.
Good.
Anyways, I just want you to continue on how you were talking about manifest destiny.
Yeah, so you got like 2 groups of people, right? The colonists want to move west, and like take the land that they think they have, because they just think they own it, which they kind of do. The government starts selling land, they start buying it, and just keep moving west and west and west.
West and west.
Eventually the gold rush becomes a big thing out there, and that moves more people.
West is that way.
And then as this is all going on, they're clashing with Native American tribes.
Interesting.
I don't, like I said, not an American history guy, so I don't know.
So what is your specialty?
Yeah.
Specialty history area.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I kind of like to be rounded, but if I would have to say one spot that I really enjoy history at, where I really think history comes alive and you can get people into it, is probably
History's actually dead.
That's a good point.
You know,
How do you feel about like the fact that history is dead?
Hey, let him answer the question.
No,
Oh,
sorry, it's fine.
Sorry.
Gosh.
I mean,
Dodgians, bro.
yeah, that crime might has been replaced with yapping, bro. That's all you do over there in Fort
Interesting.
Dodge. Is like,
I mean,
that's what when you have to talk yourself out of a ticket. You gotta
bro,
be like,
the game's the game. The game.
Yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game.
The game's the game.
Yeah,
man.
don't hate the player.
Do
hate the game.
can I kind of ask like a little bit of a related question though?
He never
To
answered
Fort
the
Dodge?
question.
Sorry, after you answer the question.
Yeah, I'm a big French guy. I like the French. The French Revolution. Which one are you talking about? Any of them,
What's your favorite French Revolution?
That's a good question. I can't pick one.
To be honest, you said they always lose though, right?
Well,
so was it really a revolution?
The only things the French usually win is like revolutions against themselves.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's like 50-50.
Okay, so pick one and give us a little rundown. What
Okay, so
happened.
Napoleon, there's a little revolution.
Is that the one with Les Mis?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, I forget
I'm
what
gonna.
that is.
I'm gonna let you sit back and answer.
Yeah, so, I forget which year it is exactly, ChatGPT usually helps me on these quizzes. But
Shout out.
anyways, yeah, not sponsored.
Not
Hashtag
sponsored.
not
Not
sponsored.
sponsored.
Hashtag if any professor's watching this, it's a joke.
Mark Nuck.
Mark Nook, I'm not affiliated with you and I. I don't go here. But, yeah, no, when Napoleon finally has the opportunity to become Emperor of France. I think that's a really interesting part in French history. Really changes the dynamic of what France is and what that looks like. Had a republic beforehand. People kept cutting each other's heads off. So it's like, who has power now? And Napoleon's like, the monarchist.
Sounds like Fort Dodge.
Well, not the monarchist, like the European. Yeah,
Dude, in your dreams. In your dreams.
In my dreams.
That's some wild dreams.
Anyway,
Dude.
so that's, if we could, yeah. I mean,
No, thank
I'm
you.
good sitting
That's,
talking history, but like.
So I guess for like my question, I know you kind of just talked a lot about history and like not to stay on the same
I got other
the same
things to bring to the
subject,
table,
but
yeah.
like I guess it's how do you feel about cottage cheese?
I'm not a big fan of cottage cheese.
Really?
Yeah, and like I don't understand like why it has like the bumps in it.
It is like weird though. Have you ever thought about it?
Cheese made?
Like
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think I've ever had cottage cheese.
you've never had cottage
Only
cheese?
Daisy cottage chease will do.
We are not. That is the most.
Only
Dude,
Daisy
we are
cottage
not
cheese.
sponsored. We
Do
gotta
Do
chill.
a dollop.
Not
Do
sponsored.
a
Not
dollop
sponsored.
with
Daisy cottage
Daisy.
cheese. Only Daisy cottage cheese.
Folks, aren't you in?
Yeah.
Not sure that was clap worthy, but that was.
There's a lot of things not worth clapping over in this podcast. But
No, but like thinking about it, it's like you got milk, you got cheese, so like cottage cheese has got to be somewhere in the middle, right?
that you.
Where's your logic there?
What the?
But it's
heck
like
is that?
it's like cheese. It's like cottage cheese is like little bits of cheese, but it's like
I'm
still.
a big cheese guy, but I don't think. Like,
Hey Austin, can you look up how cottage cheese
How
is
is
made?
cottage cheese made? Let's just
specifically Daisy cottage
Let's
cheese.
get the
Hashtag
facts
not
here.
Daisy
sponsored,
cottage
hashtag
cheese.
not
Here
sponsored.
at Getting
Good
Electric
check.
HQ, we're all about the facts.
all about the facts.
We're all about the truth.
truth.
Ooh, he's backspacing a lot over there. Can't spell cottage cheese.
Oh.
I
He's
kept on getting electric for some reason.
He just loves the
It's
pot.
contagious.
It is contagious. It is contagious. But I don't know. Like
That's what people in New York would know,
I feel like people in New York would know.
I just-
Shout out New York. Shout out New York.
Hashtag not sponsored. Yeah. Were you right?
All right, we're gonna hand it over to producer Austin to get us the.
They can't hear you, dude. They can't hear you.
Cottage cheese is made by curdling. Is that an L? Curdling milk. Wow.
What is curdling?
Goodness. I'll get back to you on that. There's a lot that goes into it. There's the milk selection, the curd formation, the cooking and cutting of the curds, the draining, the W-H-E-Y. I don't know how to say that. Whey, rinsing, and creaming and salting. What makes Daisy? What makes Daisy different?
The cream and salted.
No.
Wait, shh.
They're known for their minimal ingredients. Unlike many other brands that use stabilizers and thickeners, it contains only 3 ingredients: cultured skim milk, cream, and salt. This gives it the cleaner taste that it has.
Hey, what's
Wow.
What's curdling again, or whatever it's called?
What's curdling?
Guys, if we keep at it like this, it's gonna be the Austin podcast.
Well,
He's our executive producer.
that's true. Curdling is the process of separating milk into solid curds and liquid whey.
So that's
Interesting.
why it's bumpy.
Interesting.
That's why it's bumpy.
Yeah.
But there's like different kinds of cottage cheese.
You can
know?
thank me.
There's medium curd. There's
You can
small
thank me
curd.
later for dusting off your mic.
Oh yeah.
There's small curd and there's large curd. You know, large curd's always drier than small.
Yeah, I'm still not a cottage cheese guy. I'm just gonna be honest.
No, that's totally fine. I guess I was just like,
I feel like that's as far as we can bring this
That's-
topic.
should we go into our newly acquired segment?
Yeah.
no.
All right,
Let's go
this
into
is a
it.
new segment
Yeah.
for this podcast. I'd like to shout out 2 people that gave me this idea. We're gonna shout out Graham.
Graham.
Shout out Graham.
Graham Gaylor.
And shout out Braden.
Brayden Hook.
This is gonna be a segment called Freak of the Week.
Yeah.
So in this segment,
Hey,
it's
that
just
sounds like
no.
illegal,
It's
bro.
what's the freakiest thing you've seen all week? It could be an event. It doesn't even have to involve people.
Dude.
He's just like an open
Graham
question.
and
or is
Braden,
it just
dude.
for me?
Just open. Yeah, no, for all 3 of us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Anderson, why don't you
Yeah.
start? What's the freakiest thing you've seen all week?
got it.
No, you're a good man. I think.
No,
I think.
you got it.
Oh yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Freakiest thing I've seen all week.
There are children watching.
I know.
My sisters.
Yeah, I know.
Shut
Which. Can I pick this up or not? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
okay.
pick it up.
So.
The
It-
volume changes.
Ryan, they can't hear you right now.
Oh, they can't hear you? No, I'll put it back then. Yeah, so Bender 10th floor is a pretty cool place.
Amen.
I think you really see a lot of things that you're not expecting to see in Bender Hall in general.
Amen.
Elevators not working. It's like, I
Yeah,
only
yeah.
paid $20,000 to be here,
That's
so it's like,
Hey, you and I's affordable though.
yeah,
Not sponsored.
hashtag not sponsored or affiliated. I don't use ChatGPT.
Good.
Mark,
Yeah,
no.
thank you, Mark Nook. Yep. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we had a problem with the bathroom stalls recently. This is child friendly. You don't have to cut me off. So somebody probably after probably a weekend day, maybe weekday, Thursday. It either happened between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe even Sunday morning. I don't know. It probably wee hours of Sunday morning. There was a when you go to throw up, just because like you get a stomach bug or something like that. That's what's happening to this
you?
person.
Oh,
No,
to this
to whatever happened in here. I don't know who it was, but it was bad. Yeah, like projectile vomit on the toilet seat, and like then
Is this child friendly?
yeah, it is.
No, that's freaky.
Okay,
That's not
so
funny,
then
but
okay,
that's
no,
freaky.
so you're like, oh, that's like bad. I'll just go to the next one. Well, the next one was worse.
Oh
Yeah, there's like
gosh.
toilet paper wrapped around the stall, just
That's-
everywhere.
That is freaky.
It was pretty freaky because, like,
Oh.
how do you do it twice? You know what I mean? And, like, how do you decide to be, like, midway through the game, like, I'm going to the next one.
And how does this affect LeBron's legacy?
You really need a new co-host. Like, it's bad, guys.
How? Okay.
Yeah, I apologize for that. For the viewers out there, especially
the ones in New
especially
York.
the ones in New York.
Hashtag not
Hey,
sponsored.
Apologize.
shout out to our viewers in New York. Hey, also shout out Caleb Andrews.
I mean, like, he's just a guy, guys.
Do you have your freak of the week?
Anyways,
Or
I
do
got
you-
my freak of the
All right,
week.
All right, let's hear it.
Was that a bad freak?
So I'm driving down the road
Oh,
with
boy.
Graham.
Which one?
Graham Gaylor.
Okay.
Graham's the guy who recommended that we do the freak of the week.
Thank you, Graham.
Thank you, Graham.
I think it should be called like the freaky thing of the week or something.
All right,
Freak of the week just sounds a little
There's a lot of dust on this thing.
politically incorrect.
Freak
all
of the
right,
week.
Freaky thing of the week, then. Please.
This is getting all in the weeds. I can't lie.
Well,
Anyways,
this is the danger with having me on. That's what I've been
Anyways.
told. You know.
it's not really that crazy, but we're driving, and we're coming down whatever road's over yonder, and we go to turn left, and so the oncoming traffic, they have a green light, and it turns red, and we get the green light, and this dude just keeps going, like almost runs the red light, but then he just stops. It's like an older guy. Stops like in the middle of the intersection and just stays there.
Oh.
Like he doesn't move.
That's a bad spot to be.
So
in.
like we could have gotten T-boned. We could have gotten
What is
T-bones where? Car.
Oh, okay.
Car.
I thought you were talking like they were bringing out steaks or something.
Oh.
Pop. Boom.
No.
No bueno.
Not good.
That's.
Hashtag
But
not
I looked at Graham and I said, dude, you see that? And he said, yeah, man, I saw that.
That's the freak of the week.
That's
No.
freak of the week.
Yeah.
This is
This is a tough
this is a rough start
This
to
is
the
a tough
segment.
segment.
'Cause I'm not gonna lie, my freak of the week is I was gonna go
Stop covering your mouth.
completely different direction. My freak of the week is I just gotta shout out a person, bro. I don't know if you know this, but
Oh, boy.
I recently became the coach of an intramural basketball team, and
Yeah.
you know,
We don't want to get
dude,
canceled here.
No. I'm talking freak of the week. Austin came in clutch.
Hey, producer
Freaky
Austin.
athlete.
Producer Austin. Executive producer.
Executive producer Austin. I don't know if many of you guys know this, but he's a baller, and I gotta give him his flowers. He kept us in that game. We had a player who had a sore ankle who went out early.
Hey, shout out to that player.
It was
He needs some help.
yeah, he does.
He
need
can't
a
score
lot.
either.
It was me.
It was him. But that was my freak of the week. Bro was just driving straight through the lane, just boom, boom, bang, bada beat, boom.
Couldn't miss.
Couldn't miss.
Pop, pop,
How many?
pop.
Hey, coach. How many do you think you put up?
I think at least I should have 30, if not more. Hey, producer Austin. Hey, am I speaking truth? Not to.
I don't know. We won the game. That's all that matters. I just want to say the freakiest thing I've seen all week is watching 6 guys pull up to Zateo with Baylor shirts on. That was freaky. And then I realized that they're all from my closet. That was even freakier.
Hey, everybody.
Sick 'em.
Bears.
Hashtag not spawn. sponsored.
Not
Hey.
sponsored. You go to you and I.
Rock chalk.
But yeah, so if you remember last week, we had a fella named Brian Schmidt on, and I said, "Oh, you're a little bit of a prankster," and he's like, "I'm
No,
not."
not this
And then he texts us, "Hey guys, let's go steal Austin's shirts and wear them to like this event that we all go to called Zateo, where we praise the Lord
Means to seek in Greek.
to seek
means-
and
At
Greek."
least
Amen.
I've been told we can. Can we
fact check
yeah,
that?
we
Yeah,
can-
good call.
Yeah,
Good
thank you.
call. But
Shall.
yeah, so I'm just Brian, and I know you're watching, Brian. There's my proof. There is my proof. But shout out, Brian. We love Brian.
Hey, shout
Shout
out,
out, Brian.
Shout out, Brian.
We're good on that.
We're good on that.
Oh,
That
yep,
is confirmed.
just confirmed by producer Austin. I kind of like this, so can I say it?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
go for it.
it is in fact to seek
Mm.
in Greek,
Mm.
Zateo.
We seek the Lord.
Amen. Amen,
Man,
brother.
this is. Yeah. Yeah. So back to prankster Brian.
Do we need to go over this again?
I just think it's kind of like he tried to make it seem like he wasn't a prankster. And I didn't really appreciate that, truthfully, because then it's like, oh, Ryan didn't do his research.
Mm-hmm.
And I did.
We always do our research over here.
Oh, Brian.
All the time.
I
We
get an
come
electric HQ.
fully prepared.
Dug through some Instagram messages from back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe not that fully prepared, but
Shoot.
nevertheless, we did. So, I guess Elias, like, we kind of do a lot of just referring back to the podcast, but I kind of just want to know how are you feeling right now? Like, how do you feel like this is gone?
The podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Hey, we ask good questions.
Yeah, you do. You know, I started out not very hopeful, if that makes sense. I don't know if you remember my first comment. It's recently been deleted.
You just whoa.
Yeah. I thought I should walk it back. Just maybe took it a step too far.
Oh, is that the one where you
Yeah, no.
the
yeah.
fires?
Yeah, fire one.
Oh.
Yeah. This is so
Oh.
electric. It
Now,
looks like
I'm not laughing.
it looks like California. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said San Francisco.
Well,
Which
yeah.
honestly, like, I was like, that doesn't even make sense because the
San-
fires.
They were in LA
Yeah,
and like the Palisades.
but it's
Yeah.
like he is a history major, not like a live event.
Actually,
Understand.
so I'm actually a social science education major, and
But it's-
geography is kind of like one
Are
of
you
my
serious?
things.
I thought you were history ed.
Yeah, I'm three things technically, according to the University of Northern
This
Iowa,
guy's a
which
genius.
which I do not go to.
This guy's a genius, but couldn't remember the fires were in California.
I knew
That's
they were in
besides-
California.
Not to hate.
Anyways, so moving on from the fires,
you know what else is fire?
you know, yeah, this podcast is fire. That's kind of the point I was trying to make. But then I was kind of ticked off about the podcast. So I walked back that comment. But if you remember going back to your first episode, I know we refer to the podcast a lot. But you guys forgot to mention that this lovely man sitting right behind me, Dan Bennett, also lived in this room.
He does live in this room.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Dan. Shout out Dan Bennett.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dan.
but that's not the point. And you better not start talking, Anderson, because I'm coming after you with
I'm
this
not
one.
talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You know, you had this fake emotional break during the podcast that really
I do remember that.
I
do
started
remember-
crying.
No, call
Yeah.
him out.
I started
he
crying.
He needs to hear
Yeah.
this.
I
Yeah.
started crying.
He needs to hear
no,
this.
it's not okay to lie about
Not
that.
electric.
No,
No, this is
it
this is
wasn't
electric because this
It
is
was
real.
electric.
This is real.
Hey.
And so,
Hay is for
Take
horses.
it easy.
I mean, I'm just saying, if I ever see something like that again, I won't be a fan of the pod. But
Woo.
other
I-
than
and I-
other,
and I-
other than that,
I think that's reasonable.
yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
Are
Yeah.
you guys my friends?
Well, if you do that again,
I just think it's like we messed up and not including Dan, and then
and
I
then
don't know,
you took it a
it's-
step further
It's almost
by
like
lying.
you made
about
fun. You made fun of the fact that we just completely neglected him.
Mm-hmm. And
Not-
and that's fine. And we can
Because
move
we're
on.
not trying to gang
no,
up
no,
on you.
No,
Hey,
and I
hey,
should no.
I just
you're
want-
not gonna.
I don't
no,
feel like this
no,
is how it
no,
is.
No,
Is
no.
this- is this-
You're the one-liner guy.
What are we?
You're the one-liner guy. I'm just gonna keep
This
going.
is stupid.
Hey, whoa.
So I'm just gonna put it out. I am a big fan of the podcast. I think you guys are doing great things here. You're really flooding the space with more creativity that everybody needs. Austin, you know, I'm actually I didn't put this in the introduction, but I should have. I'm from failed podcast fame myself. I used to have a podcast. We used to pull a couple thousand listeners in the state of Iowa.
Hey, that's not that bad.
Not
No,
as good
it's
as-
not. It's not. Well, it's better than you. You know.
No.
But
I mean,
but
I don't-
I'm just
like, I
saying.
don't know
No, I understand the difficulties.
Hey, we
and
can
you guys,
change that.
You guys
we're changing that.
You're putting in the work, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I think you're doing good things.
Do you have any like?
I think we're at like 25 minutes right now.
24.
Oh,
thanks,
good
producer
call.
Ross.
Good call.
Yeah.
Wow, so you were actually.
Hold on. Do you have any like tips or advice then?
Real
from
quick,
your,
real quick.
Yeah,
From
no.
your podcast
No,
success.
I would say you guys got to get on Spotify. People aren't watching YouTube anymore. You got to get on Spotify.
You're wrong. That's wrong. That's completely
that's
wrong.
where you make the money. And I know you guys are trying to, guys. If you didn't know, there's like a hidden agenda behind it. They're trying to pay for their college. They go to UNI. so if you could hit that donate button, like and subscribe.
Donate. That's what the subscribe and donate mean the same thing.
But listen,
Oh yeah.
if
my
you
bad.
want to sponsor the podcast, go for it.
if you got a small
And then
business,
we won't be hashtag not sponsored. We'll be
Hey,
hashtag sponsored.
Also, we support small businesses.
We support small businesses. We just want to clear the air on that one.
Yeah. So wait. So where are we going next? We're
going with I say we go with the outro.
The outro?
Oh, this is tough.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I suppose. You know, I really appreciate you guys taking a risk on me.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey.
What was it you said exactly? Like, hey, we don't know if we should have him on.
That was me. That was like
You
you
know,
said that. I said that.
we
And
should know
Austin
if
said
we-
that.
I had full confidence
It
in
was-
Elias.
You said that.
And
I
that
said
almost
that. and
makes up
Austin
for the
said
fake
that.
crying thing. Like in my heart, that almost does it. But yeah, yeah. You know, kids, keep working hard.
Mm.
You know, I'm proud of you. I made it to the top of podcast fame in Iowa, and it all came crumbling down when I decided to erase it from the internet because I was embarrassed of who I was.
You
And I
can't be.
hope in a few years you guys don't do the same.
We probably aren't.
No.
I'm proud of this.
I have fun.
I was proud until the very end, and then I hit the delete button, and then I was like, man, thank gosh it's over.
So before we wrap this up, is there anyone we typically give our guests a shout out? Is there anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to shout out?
Yeah. So as far as the shout outs go, Caleb Andrews #1. Shout out Caleb Andrews. Man, what a dog that guy is. Like if you've ever thought you've seen a dog, yeah, no. kind of dog. Caleb Andrews is that times 2. And then I just want to give a shout out to Bender 1008. Man, that place is wild. I get to sleep there. It's pretty awesome.
Dude.
Shout out American Airlines taking me to a destination this weekend.
Perfect.
And manifest destiny.
And Manifest Destiny. Comment, hey, this worked.
1850.
Comment Manifest Destiny.
The 1850
You watched
to
all the way through.
1900.
So the question of the
1850
day
to
is.
Question of the day.
The question of the day is.
Whoa, can I come up with it?
Yes, Elias.
Go for it, sure.
Yeah, the question of the day is, which is your favorite French Revolution? If you've watched this far, yeah, can't be Napoleon because I've already picked him. So
It can
But
be a point.
but if you watch this far, comment Napoleon
yeah, comment Napoleon and your favorite French Revolution.
and your favorite French Revolution.
And don't forget to hit the like and
And
All right.
don't forget to hit.
Shout out the viewers in New York. Shout out the live viewers. One last time. Let's hear it for them. All right.
Hey, thanks for watching Getting Electric with Ryan and Seth. This is Ryan.
This is Seth.
This is Elias.
Bow, 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 bow.